Today at GBL, the Ole Church 5-acre homestead, we are harvesting our beets. Beets that we planted from seed in our raised bed vegetable garden in the spring. And in this, our latest video, folks, we are inviting you to come along with us as we harvest our beets. And folks, you might recall, if you've been following our channel, that Devon and I used weed fabric on our beds in the spring. Weed fabric that we used to make perfect planting circles to stop the weeds. And ladies and gentlemen, we had no weeds. And here in this next clip from the spring, Devon and I are planting 2 beet seeds in each hole. Okay folks, Gary here with my wheelbarrow, my garden gloves, and my little tool there, my little gardening spade, and getting ready to harvest our beetroot today. We have 2 beds of beetroot. This one we've already harvested and I've given some of our beets away to some friends and family and some neighbors. But we have this bed here now, it's mostly full of beets, so we're going to be harvesting those. And we have another beet bed there in the distance, and we're going to be harvesting those as well. We're going to take all of these beets from these 2 beds, and we're going to place them in this wheelbarrow today. We'll wash them, we'll clean them, we'll take the stalks off of the beets, and over the next few days, Miss Betty and I will be pickling these and canning or bottling them for our winter. So, follow along as we harvest our beetroot. Now, get those gloves on now, Gary, before you start picking some of them beets out of that bed. This bed, ladies and gentlemen, is our round beets. Yes, we planted 2 kinds of beets this year. We planted a package of round beet seeds, and we also planted a package of the cylinder-shaped beets, and those are in the other bed in the distance. And as I've already said, Miss Betty and I harvested so far about 1/3 of this beet bed, and we've given them to family and friends and neighbors during the last couple of weeks. Friends, neighbors, and family that came for visits and wanted some of our beets. Betty and I are not quite sure if they came to visit us or they came to see our garden and to get some beets. But it's all good, folks. It's all really, really good. And that's what growing vegetables and harvesting vegetables is all about. It is about sharing the produce that we grow in our garden. And Betty and I, we love giving our vegetables away to family, friends, and to our neighbors. There's lots more here than Miss Betty and I are going to need for our winter. So like I said, we love giving it all away. Pay close attention here, folks, as I try to harvest this particular beet. The planting circle that the beet is growing in is about 3 to 4 inches in diameter, and the beet is much larger than the actual planting circle. And many of the beets, ladies and gentlemen, are just like that. They're huge, bigger than the planting circles. These beets that you are looking at right now, ladies and gentlemen, are as big as baseballs. They are as big as grapefruit. Really, and I am not exaggerating. Keep watching, folks. We are continuing our harvest of our beetroot. Beetroot that we planted this spring in these raised beds in our raised bed vegetable garden with weed fabric. Weed fabric that we use to stop the weeds, and it certainly did a great job. You can tell as I harvest these beets that there are no weeds in these beds. Okay, folks, we're almost finished this first bed right now. This is the bed, as I said, that has the round beets that we planted in the spring. We did plant 2 beds, as I said earlier, and one bed had the round beet seeds and grew round beets, obviously, and the other bed had the cylinder seeds and grew cylinder-shaped beets, and we'll get to that bed very, very soon. So we are near the end of harvesting all the beets in this particular raised bed. This is the round beets as I said earlier, and we are almost finished now harvesting all the beets in this particular bed. As I harvest these beets, folks, I have been placing them in our wheelbarrow, and then I will be cutting the stalks off of these beets and putting them in 5-gallon buckets. You will see that very, very soon. Okay, so these are the round beets that we planted. I put a plastic water bottle there to show scale. Some of these beets are quite large, about the size of a large red delicious apple probably. And then some other ones are smaller, such as this one, but they're all nice sized beets. Now, I'm going to take a few minutes, in a few seconds, I get myself a little gardening knife, and I'm going to cut all the stalks off of these beets, and then we're going to wash them, and then we're going to get at the other bed. Now, the other bed is the bed of cylinder-shaped beets, the longer beets that we planted. So we'll harvest those very, very soon, and we'll record a video clip of that process as well. Okay, going to take a short video here now, folks, of harvesting these cylinder-shaped beets. So bear with me, and hopefully you'll be able to join in and follow along as we harvest these beets in this bed right here. Okay, as I said, these are the cylinder-shaped ones. Okay, as you can see, here they are, quite long. Some of them are 6 and 7 inches long. These are going to be great for pickling and putting into bottles for our winter. I'm going to carry these over to the wheelbarrow now, and I'm going to come back and finish this bed. Okay, some real nice beets there, folks, that grew in this bed. This is also one of the beds that we put down the black weed barrier, and we made the round circle holes with the blowtorch and the mason jar rings. You remember that in some of our earlier videos. Yeah, so our beets turned out quite well. Follow along. Lots of nice beets there, folks. Okay, I got the bed about half done there now, folks. Trying to see if I can move you a little bit closer. You can see what I'm doing here. Way more beets than Miss Betty and I are gonna need, that's for sure. So we'll be giving away some more of these. Look at that one, huge. Look, that one is about 10 inches long. Other ones, look, about 10 or 12 inches long. Huge, some of these beets. Miss Betty and I, folks, are not surprised about the quality and size of some of our beet. We amended our soil with wood stove ashes, a great amendment for beets. We also amended our soil with stone dust tea. And please go check out an earlier video on this same topic on our YouTube channel. Stone dust tea, folks, is a great amendment for beets and all your vegetables. Looks like we almost have this bed harvested as well. This beet bed is the cylinder beets, and we're almost finished harvesting, folks, but please stay with us. I'm going to move the camera here now, folks, so you can get a little closer to the details in this video and watch us closely as we harvest the last few beets. Okay, this is the last few right now. Last few beets in this raised bed with the, look at that one. Look, as big as my hand. Huge. Look. To say, folks, that Miss Betty and I are pleased with our beetroot harvest is an understatement. We are beyond pleased. We are excited. These beets are huge, and we are looking forward to the process of pickling and bottling these beets for our winter. We're also looking forward to giving lots of them away. So, there's the two beets, beet beds. We have them picked now, we have them harvested. That bed right there, this bed right here. My wheelbarrow is full again, so I'm going to take the stalks off of these now and clean up those beets and see how much we've got. Here's 3 of the cylinder-shaped beets from our garden that we just harvested. I have a water bottle there, a regular size water bottle for scale, and just look at these beets. They are around 8 to 10 inches long. And some of them are huge in terms of diameter as well. So lots of big beets. These are the bucket from the round ones that we have. Now keep in mind that we've given away a lot of these already. And this is what we have. We have like 2/3 probably of a 5-gallon bucket full. And it would have probably been full, but we gave away a lot already. So we're probably definitely going to have another full bucket of these cylinder shaped ones, because I got 3 there. And if you come over to my wheelbarrow, it is quite full. So I'm going to finish taking the stalks out of these now, and then we'll see what kind of harvest we have. Okay, so I have the stalks from the beetroot all removed, and the beets put in these 2 5-gallon buckets here. As I said, this one we've already given away quite a lot, and I really think this bucket would have been full to the rim as well as this one is. So lots of beets, plenty for Miss Betty and I for this coming winter. We will be pickling these, we will be canning them and putting them away in our pantry for this winter. And we'll enjoy those with some cooked dinners. Here's our 2 beds right now. Beets are all harvested. And here's all of our beets harvested and dumped in the wheelbarrow with some water. And here's Devon cleaning them with a potato brush, cleaning all the roots and stems off of some of these beets, making sure they are clean and ready for the pot as we boil these off to get them ready for canning or bottling. We are very pleased with our beet harvest, ladies and gentlemen. We have much more beets than Miss Betty and I are going to need for this coming winter, so we will be giving lots of these away to friends, family, and neighbors. And now we want to say thank you, a huge thank you to you, our subscribers, for watching our YouTube channel. And we want to say thank you as well as you support us in our goal to reach our 4,000 watch hour goal. That is our latest goal, folks, and please help us by watching our YouTube videos. We want to get to our 4,000 hour watch very, very soon. And you can help us get there, folks, by subscribing and watching our YouTube channel. Again, folks, thank you so very, very much for watching GBL, the Ole Church 5 Acre Homestead. And please share our YouTube channel with your family and friends.